Quiet.
Mr. President-elect,
Go ahead.
can you state
She's asking you a
categorically,
question. Don't
Mr.
be
President-elect, can you give us a question?
Don't be
You are
rude.
attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude.
Can
No,
you
I'm
give
not
us a
going to give you a
question?
question. I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir.
I'm Dr. Dave Jando. Welcome back to Dave versus the MSM. I'd like to thank you for joining me today, and thank you for networking this information to anyone and everyone you know and love. Actually, even to people you don't even like. Right. Because this is about the long game, the big game, the restitution of all of our freedoms and liberties, the saving of our constitutional republic. Frankly, and this isn't an overstatement, although some people might say it is, but the saving of the freedom of every person of the world. Yeah, that's what this is right now. It's a huge time in history. And in a way, we're all very lucky to be at this point in world's history where we can make a difference. Because I truly believe in the many, many decades and millennia to follow, folks will look back at this time in world history and go, wow, this relatively small percentage of people, 20%, 15%, figured it all out. And they kept pushing to awaken all those who were on the couch, all those who had their head up, their rear end, all those who, were asleep. And they educated them and they empowered them. And it led to the destruction of this really sinister, capital E, evil force. This is unpopular to say, but it must be said. I do believe that the single greatest mistake each and every one of us can make is copying an attitude about trusting the plan, which implies you can trust whatever you want, but it implies that somebody else is going to take care of it. That you're going to just be an observer. Sit back, get some popcorn, watch the show. No. That's a recipe for failure. The cult wants you on the couch. They want you trusting a plan that, where's the plan? Show me the plan, right? Show me the money, right? Remember those old, I think, Wendy's commercials? Show me the beef. Remember that Clara Edwards or whatever her name was? Clara, whatever. Yeah, show me the beef. Show me the plan. But you want me to trust a plan you're not going to show me? By people we don't even know who are supposedly doing what? Nope. And if you're going to trust the plan of a politician, where has that gotten us so far? If you're going to trust the plan of the military, where has that gotten us so far? Yeah, no, I know. No. Trust yourself. Trust those that you awaken. Yeah, there is a plan. And keep educating, empowering, and awakening as many people as possible. Gary Barnett, political activist, writer, recently wrote the following. It's the title of today's presentation, A Dose of Reality. A dose of reality. Can you handle it? Let's see. Dare I say it again for the 1,000th time, everything that has happened and everything that is happening has been planned in advance. It's not coincidental or accidental. It's not natural or organic. It's not a mistake. It's all intentional. It's all a conspiracy. It's all related to achieving an agenda of mass control. It's not Democrat or Republican. It's not liberal or conservative. It's not left or right. Where have you heard this before? Right? I've been telling you this for 13 years on the radio. It's all these things and more because there is no difference in any political party or class. Evil is evil. Evil begets evil. And all politics, government, and most all those who choose to rule are evil. Now here's the part some people aren't going to like. I know, because I've been telling you this for 13 years and I get a lot of blowback, even to this day. Barnett, the solution is up to you, each of you, and nobody can do it for you. In other words, get off the couch. It's a matter of sovereign individuals banding together against the state en masse, while forever remaining independent in mind, body, and thinking. The power possessed by large numbers cannot be defeated unless the majority remains in the collective herd of an anonymity, indifference, cowardice, and refuses to help themselves. Right. Now look, our adversary is sinister, and it's really good at what it does. We have faced a number of crises over a number of decades' time. The latest is, and I can't say it, what we went through over the past 3 years. That was the latest. And constantly, they are focused at distracting us, right? To distract us from what was going on, about to hit in 2019, they distracted us for 3 years with this Russia thing, right? Mm-hmm. Look to the left. Meanwhile, they're working to the right. They're good at what they do. So they're trying to distract us from their next major event. So look at the constant diversions that we're hit with, that in and of themselves are crimes against every person, not just in our country, but ultimately every person of the world. They'll distract us about, look up in the air with those balloons, right? Hey, did you see Taylor Swift was at the Kansas City Chiefs football game because she's seeing Travis Kelce? Oh, let's talk about that for like weeks. No, I'm serious. They want you diverted from significant events such as the Hunter Biden laptop and their entire crime family, Maui Gate, the Ukraine fiasco, the insurrection Fable Gate falling apart, their toxic train gate, their Nord Stream pipeline gate, Il Demente gate, border gate, fentanyl gate, human trafficking gate, origination gate, adverse consequences and injury gate, death gate. It's just to name a few of the diversions, of the problems they create. But what they really, the big, massive event they want to divert you from is financial ruin gate. We've highlighted this in the show that they're ultimately going to go this. They're going to bring the financial towers down, just as they did, remember, 20-some years ago? Only not physical towers. These are the financial structure towers of the world. And out of it, they plan to get more power and more control, and they've positioned themselves so they get more financial resources to be used to oppress every one of us that they call, quote, useless eaters. Yeah, that's what they call us. The 99.9% of us that aren't part of the criminal banking families. No, they're bringing the system down, folks. And as we've told you, whether it's through experts such as Adriana Reed or Bill Holter or Craig Hemke or Ed Steer or Rob Kirby, God bless his soul. They've all told us for years how best to protect ourselves with financial insurance, if you will. Physical gold, physical silver. If you don't believe that, look at a video we have posted free on my homepage at davejanda.com. It's free right above the subscription content about Dave Janda's fight for freedom. It's about how my family survived starting in 1907 in our 4-generational battle against the globalist syndicate. Because they'll always come at you financially when they want to ruin you. And that's where not just a select few, that's where every person in the world has been now targeted. This came out recently. IMF, World Bank, and 10 countries have held an alarming simulation of the global financial system and its takedown. The report described a 10-country simulation of a major cyber attack on the global financial system in an attempt to increase cooperation that could help to minimize any potential damage to financial markets and banks. It was centered on a catastrophic scenario in which hackers were 10 steps ahead of us, according to one official who took part. Remember when they held that event 201, right before this hit, right? Yeah. That's what they always do. Remember right before on 9/11, there was a exercise, a simulation occurring. Dubbed Collective Strength, for who? Yeah, I know, the globalist cult. The exercise was held in Jerusalem after being moved from the original proposed location at Dubai and included the participation of the United States, the UK, United Arab Emirates, Austria, Switzerland, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Thailand. Officials from the International Monetary Fund, oh yeah, the bankster families, World Bank and Bank of International Settlements were also involved. Imagine that. The financial geopolitical gaming simulation was set amid a scenario where sensitive data was leaked on the dark web, which, combined with fake news reports going viral across societies, resulted in the collapse of global markets and ensuing run on banks. Further, the simulation envisioned a series of devastating hacks targeting global foreign exchange systems, which also disrupted transactions between importers and exporters. Yeah. They're coming, folks. Their goal is to make as many people destitute, impoverished as possible. Why? Well, it wipes out more of us useless eaters. This time it won't be like 3,000 that they took on September 11, 2001, or millions between 2019 and today with their... But it'll be billions of people around the world that become impoverished, that pass from hunger, malnutrition, thirst, exposure to the elements, lack of shelter, illness. This is not hyperbole. Know your enemy. Your adversary is with a capital E. And their walking version on this planet right now is the globalist cult. We've spoken to you, as has the experts on our platform, in how to protect yourself. Storable food, storable water. I believe the best, most secure place to get that is through Numana, NUMANNA.com. Financial insurance, physical gold, physical silver. By way of example, my family is a testament to that, starting back in 1907. Look at that video on our homepage, davejanda.com. It's free. Dave Janda's Fight for Freedom. Listen to it. It'll tell you. how to protect yourself. Establishing a network in your neighborhood of people who can all bring something to the collective good of your group as supply chains break down. Establish relationships with small businesses in your community that can help you get through what the cult is about to put on the financial table, which is a steaming plate of stool. It's not being negative. It's just putting you ahead of the curve. I can only go so far on the social media platforms and on the radio. Why? Because there are choke points that have been impregnated within every aspect of society that blocks messages from getting out, which is why they suppress view counts on this, suppress notifications, suppress likes even, manipulate view count. They do this because they don't want people educated about what's coming and what they can do. That's why DaveJanda.com exists, unfiltered, uncensored. I go into great depth on the subscription side I cannot go to anywhere else because it would be censored. At 30 cents a day, $9 a month, it's the single greatest bang for the buck. It's priceless. You don't have to sign up for a year. Sign up for a month, but if you don't like it, you can get rid of it. But I don't know why. Because we put you in a lifeboat on this deep sea of globalist cult constructed chaos. And we get you to shore. That's what we do. I hope you become part of our freedom family. Until next time, Dave Janda signing off. Dream big and dare to fail. Thanks for joining me today.